Hi guys, welcome to My Exam with Sam. I'm Sam, and in this video you can learn how to structure an IELTS Part 2 essay to get band 7.5 minimum for task achievement and coherence and cohesion. This video is an extract from a lesson that I had with Bibek, so a big thank you to Bibek from Nepal for sharing his lesson with us. Bibek sent me a list of questions with his essay, and I'll show you these in the video, but you can also download them from the My Exam with Sam free course, and you can watch the final 15 minutes of this lesson all for free. The link is in the description. So let's get started with Bibek's first question. What do you talk about in an IELTS Part 2 essay to get at least a band 7.5 for task achievement? Let's have a look at the essay that you sent me and the questions that you asked about it.
Okay.
So, like I said at the start of the call, I wanted to answer your questions in the context of the essay that you did, because otherwise I'm giving you a lot of theoretical answers.
Yeah.
So the first question, how do we make sure that we fully address the task? And you said it seems a bit tricky to me. Should we really make a paragraph about background statement in the question, or just write answers to the questions? Can you explain that a little bit more?
Okay, so I have attached a file. So there is an example. In that example, there is some background statement like some people think this, or maybe this is happening in the world. This is the background statement, and question starts: to what extent do you agree that this is happening? So shall I write answer to the fact that the question is asking me to agree to what extent to it, or shall I write about background statements such as what is happening to the world? Shall I agree with that, or shall I just answer the question? To what extent shall I agree or disagree?
When you say write about the background statement, do you mean like question the background statement or disagree with the background statement in some way?
I feel that since question is asking to achieve fully the task, I feel that I should talk a little bit about background statement and then go to question and answer it. So, however, when I see answers in some other websites, sample answers, so they just seem to write about questions, write about answers directly without focusing about background statements. So I'm really confused in that.
Yeah, so the background statements are normally designed to be very uncontroversial. So the topic in the example on the question you sent me is about recycling. It's difficult to argue that recycling is not important or something like that. So generally, you don't want to completely disagree with the whole idea of the question, but rather to use that background statement to focus your ideas. So in the example that you gave me on the questions with the yellow and the blue and the green. So the main ideas there are waste from homes, recycling, increasing recycling, and governments making it a legal requirement.
Okay.
So those.
So shall I ask you a question on that, please?
So you don't really need to ask any questions about those things, but you do need to make sure that you speak about each part of that in the essay that you write while you're answering the question at the end.
Okay. So in that particular question, it is asking if government should, bring up some plans or bring up some rules to restrict the use of, throwing of waste. And in background statement, it is written something. I don't remember the background statement really, but I think it's written that people are not throwing waste in garbage bins or something like that. So shall we talk about people not throwing garbage in bins, or shall I only talk that government should impose, rules to stop that? That is
So
related.
you're right. There's two parts to that.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you want to fully address the task, then you need to
Okay.
talk about both of those.
Oh,
So in your essay, do you have the question from your essay, or shall I copy and paste it into the?
yeah. I don't have anything right now
Okay,
because I'm.
okay, I can. Can you see the chat?
Yeah, I can say.
Yeah. So that was the question from
Yeah,
your essay. Okay.
yeah.
So what are the parts of that question that you should talk about in your essay?
In my point of view, I think the first part is why do many people not get enough exercise? That is first part, and second part is what can be what can be done about this problem. But we should answer these two questions in the context of the background statement
Okay,
given here.
so what parts of the background statement do you really need to talk about in your essay?
Uh, Working people getting little or no exercise, either during working day or in free time, and
Okay.
having health problem as a result.
Okay, cool. So that's really the four parts. It's focusing on working people,
Okay.
exercise during the working day, during their free time, and having health problems as a
Health
result.
problem as a result.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's those four parts that you really need to talk about in your essay
Oh.
while you answer the two questions.
Oh. So how should I structure in this case? Having lots of parts in essay.
Yeah, I mean, let's think about the structure that you have.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
So let me tell you what I did actually in that structure. So
yeah, go.
okay. I answered the first question. Why do many people get not enough exercise in context of exercise during working day and exercise during free time?
Yes.
And I wrote what can be done about this problem in context of in both context, and gave certain examples related to having good health related issues.
Mm.
So I answered both of these questions with the context of working days and in free time, and talk little about health problems. So is that correct way to do it?
That is one way to do it. And there's
Okay.
advantages to this way because you asked one question about how do we make sure that we have a clear position throughout the essay?
Yeah.
And this is one way to ensure that your position is clear because you've got really clear paragraphs with a central topic, and each paragraph has that clear progression in the paragraph. So in the first one, for example, you talk about demanding jobs, the need to be competitive, and that means that there's not enough time to think about exercising. So as a solution, employers should have 30-minute exercise breaks for
Yeah.
their workers. Okay, so it's got that super clear topic for the paragraph, problems with work and exercise, and then it's got that super clear progression of this is what the problem is and this is what the solution is.
Yeah.
So that's an advantage to the structure that you used. But
Okay.
that structure will help you a lot to get a band 7. But if you're looking for a band 7.5 or a band 8,
Yeah.
then you need to go a little bit further. Band 7 for task achievement, it says presents a clear position throughout the response. But by band 8, it doesn't talk about a clear position. It talks about a well-developed response that
Yeah.
sufficiently addresses all parts of the task. So this relates to what we were talking about before with those 4 parts of the background statement. So working people, exercise during the working day, free time, and health problems. So when it says sufficiently addresses all parts of the task, it means you talk about all of those while you answer the 2 questions that you have. And when it says a well-developed response, that means that it's not only this clear problems at work, problems in free time, and solutions. It's more of a cohesive response that connects all the different parts together, if that makes sense.
So I shall write in first paragraph how people are not getting enough exercise during workday and in free time and health problem as a result. And in second paragraph, I shall write about what can be done about this, answering all 3 parts in a paragraph, right?
Yes, that's the main idea. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
reorganizing the information that you have. So instead of being problems and solutions for work, problems and solutions for free time, it's more problems and solutions, and then it's more problems and then solutions.
That makes sense.
In the rest of the lesson, we talk about how you can connect the first and second body paragraph so that you have that really logical answer all through your essay. You can find the final part of this lesson for free in the My Exam with Sam free course. The link is in the description, so I will see you very soon in the free course. All right, see you soon, guys. Bye.